This is going to be more of like a serious, I guess you could say, inspirational vlog. I'm just going to talk a little bit about my experience in school and try to give you some quick advice. I just graduated this past June, so a lot of it's still very fresh in my mind, but especially in middle school, I had a really hard time. I was never considered like cool. I mean, I guess a lot of people could say that. Not everybody's gonna think you're cool, and I'm not saying that I am cool, but I'm just saying that, I was never like one of the, more popular kids, but, and on a daily basis, I was pretty much, and this isn't like a woe is me, like, or anything. This is just me trying to share with you something that happened to me that I think some people can relate to. So throughout pretty much my entire school career, not just middle school, it was like through elementary school and through high school, middle school and through high school. I just kind of went backwards, but I was either ignored or harassed for being different. One of the things that always stuck with me the most, and it sounds kind of silly, but it was actually kind of hard for me. I really take things to heart. I don't mean to, but I'm a sensitive person. I'm very, very slow to anger, but I feel horrible about myself, and I feel bad about things really, really easily. And I don't even really get offended that easily. I don't know how to explain it, but I just know that in middle school, kids would always, there was this one kid who shall remain nameless, who would stand in the hallway, and when I came down the hallway, he would start chanting, "Freak, freak, freak," and he got like everyone in the hallway on board doing it too. And that was, I felt embarrassed about it, and I've never been any good at standing up for myself or defending myself at all. I avoid confrontation at all costs, so I never wanted to say anything and, create a conflict. So I just wouldn't say anything. And I don't recommend that people do that, but I also don't recommend that you like fight anybody or like be really, really aggressive towards anybody. Just say what you need to say. Move on. What they say doesn't matter. I know that that's something that people hear like every day of their lives, but it's true. And I know that this sounds selfish, but ultimately it's important for you to be happy. You're not responsible for other people's well-being. You're not responsible for their emotional health. You're not responsible for how they feel at all. And of course you should do things to help other people, and you should care about other people, but you shouldn't live your life avoiding doing certain things that you want to do because you don't want to upset people. That's how I have lived my life, and I'm really not happy about it. I've always been like a people pleaser, and I've always like let people walk all over me, and that's always been my biggest problem. And I wish that I had the confidence to wear what I wanted to wear all the time and just do whatever I wanted to do, because I do regret it, and I don't want you guys to have to regret it too. So I'm telling you right now, it's worth it. People there will always be people who have a problem with you. One of my favorite quotes from Dita Von Teese is that you can be the juiciest, ripest peach in the world, and there's still going to be somebody out there who hates peaches. And it's true. Not that you're a peach, but I mean, like, some people will like you for who you are, and even if you are, like, a really, like, popular person or anything, there's always going to be somebody who has a problem with you. I don't have a problem with any of you, but, this is a really bad vlog, I feel like. I'm bad at talking and communicating, but, I'm not saying that it's okay for people to bully you at all. It's completely wrong. They should not be doing it, but what I am saying is that as hard as it is, try not to let it get to you. Don't let it change who you are. You are who you are, and there's nothing wrong with it. And I don't know, I just had a really hard time. I remember one time, it was actually on my birthday, me and my sister were getting on the bus. My sister, Keely, is only a year older than me. So we were always, like, in school together, pretty much. So we got on the bus together, and it was on my birthday, and I made it all the way to the back of the bus without anybody wanting to let me sit next to them. There were people, like, even people who were sitting in, like, a double-seater moved towards the aisle so that I wouldn't take the seat. And the bus driver started going while I was still standing. I had nowhere to sit. Nobody wanted to let me sit anywhere. And my sister decided to yell at everyone. She was just like, "Are you serious, you guys?" She was like, "Let her sit somewhere. It's her birthday. And even if it wasn't, what is your problem? Like, I'd rather be friends with somebody who's a freak than any of you." And at the time, I remember being not mad, but somewhat upset because she made a bit of a scene, and I was a little embarrassed, but, not by her, but just because, like, the focus was, like, so much on me, and I wasn't comfortable with it. But now I'm just really grateful that I had her there, and that she would always stand up for me. She liked to act like she hated me, but she was always the first person to jump to my defense all the time. She could say whatever she wanted to me, but if anybody else said it, she would attack. And, I've always been very lucky to have her there for me. And